I am just truly honored and humbled to be here today. I am so very proud to be a co-sponsor on Representative Borowitz's House bill to create this heartbeat legislation. But I want to speak to you today, not as a legislator, but as a father. I have a 15-year-old daughter and 3 sons, ages 13, soon to be 12, and 11. You know, the greatest joy in our lives was when we heard that heartbeat, when we knew that we were pregnant, and you don't know until you hear the heartbeat that there's life. But when you hear that heartbeat, you know that your baby is alive. And so from that point on, I read to our babies in the womb, you know, and they moved, and they were alive in the womb, and they heard me, and they felt the love that we had for them, you know. From that point forward, they were alive, living human beings. I cannot fathom the stories that we hear of these late-term abortions. I was in the labor room when all of the children were born. I watched them be born. I'm trying to not be graphic, but I watched them come out. And it's a miracle. It truly is. And to think that someone could end that life, I'm just heartbroken. And the stories that we heard today, thank you all. Thank you all for the stories and for being here. This is the most important thing that we're going to do in our lives, is to save these children's lives. I want to share something right now that it's frightening to me. But last week, my wife and I were at a pro-life dinner. It was for a group called Life Choices, and they counsel unplanned pregnancies, teenagers in most cases, to not have the abortion, to choose life. And it's a Christian-based group, and I was very honored to be at that dinner. But the keynote speaker, was a woman from Texas who ran an abortion clinic. And she had since found Jesus and changed her ways, but the story she told. And what really struck me profoundly was that she said the abortion industry, it's a business. And they receive commission for every abortion that they sell. To me, that industry needs to go out of business. It needs to stop. So again, I thank you all for being here today, and I thank all of my colleagues and everyone that stands up for life. If we're going to be if we're going to speak for the voiceless, then I think the heartbeat is their voice, and we need to hear it.